Hi, John Dwyer is my name, and welcome to myhostedholidays.com. And if you're a tour operator and you look after providing hosted or guided tours for seniors, you stick around. I think you're going to find this pretty interesting because it could be something that's going to make a significant difference to your sales. I'm here on behalf of myhostedholidays.com, and I'm here just to tell you exactly how it works and why it should be the best news you've heard all year. I've got some notes here. If you don't mind, I might just refer to them. First of all, the website myhostedholidays.com is aimed at seniors who might like to go on a hosted or guided holiday. Okay, the benefits for you are huge. Think about it. You're going to be on a website that we will be promoting very heavily across online and offline media, whereby seniors are going to come onto that website looking specifically for hosted holidays, okay? Particularly those that are escorted and guided or hosted, whatever you want to call them, okay? Now, the great news for you is that you only pay a modest fee or commission based on a lead or a sale. So therefore, this is classic pay on success. Think about if you had that sort of advantage with newspapers or radio or TV or any other form of advertising that you did, where they said, oh, look, we only pay when you get a lead. Sorry, you only pay us when you get a lead or you actually get a conversion. That's the great thing about this website. You're only going to pay a very small fee or commission based on leads or based on bookings. So it's pretty special. It's a unique thing. There's nothing out there at the moment that looks like this. This is sort of like an Expedia or What If for seniors hosted holidays. Now, one other really exciting thing with myhostedholidays.com is our ambassador. We've been able to score none other than Bert Newton's wife, Patty Newton, to be the ambassador for myhostedholidays.com. And you'll see on your screen right here now, Patty shooting some video infomercials for us, both for TV and for website and for online advertising. We just couldn't have hoped to get a better ambassador. So you can imagine the traction that our advertising is going to get when you have a national television celebrity icon, the likes of Patty Newton, actually representing our brand. So she'll be involved in TV commercials, video across lots of different channels, like for example, Facebook and other social media channels. She'll be part of our website, a big part of our website, and she'll be actually introducing on the homepage everyone to just how the whole system works. So therefore, I just thought I'd better highlight that up front. To have Patty Newton as our ambassador is a pretty big coup, we think. So let me just give you some facts and some benefits of being involved with myhostedholidays.com. And I think when we bring these up on the screen one by one, you are going to be very impressed with just how unique this opportunity is and what a great opportunity it is to actually make more sales for your business. Okay, so here we go. Firstly, 70% of over 60s are active online, and this number is increasing annually. That's 70% of people over 60 are now very active online. That's something that you should take particular note of, because a lot of people don't think that's the case. Well, it is. Hosted, escorted and guided holidays is the fastest growing sector of the travel market in Australia due to the rising numbers of over 55s travelling. Now all the baby boomers are now deciding, yep, well, the kids are all grown up, we're going to travel and enjoy ourselves. No need to probably, explain this to you much further. You're in the business, so you know that's the case. Now the Australian Bureau of Statistics data shows that the number of people aged 65 to 74 holidaying at home and overseas jumped more than 80% in the past 5 years. So this site has been something that's just been waiting to happen. And you've now got the opportunity to exploit being on this site where, of course, seniors are actually searching for holidays. Now, let's just go through the benefits. Now, number one, hundreds of thousands of visits annually is what's expected to be the case for this website. Number two, customer details with either an inquiry or booking will be supplied directly to you. So you get the customer details, and that means they become your customers or prospects and you deal with them direct. And also, of course, it means that you can be building your database at the same time. Now, number three, hot leads are supplied to you for follow-up, and then hopefully you'll secure the booking. Number four, customers are motivated and ready to book when they're visiting on our site, so take that into consideration. If they're visiting our site, then they're a warm prospect immediately. That means that hopefully they are going to be a hot lead for you. Number five, there's no commission payable on inquiries if a customer books directly from an inquiry. Okay, so therefore there's no commission payable if the customer books from an inquiry. The next one, commission is only payable on listed tour cost and not for add-ons, extras, flights, etc. Another one is ongoing return or multiple bookings direct with you, basically have no permission and no commission payable. Okay, so if you get ongoing bookings with these people, you don't have to keep on paying commission. Next one is you've got a potential to save lots and lots of dollars on your advertising, both online and offline, because this is the easy way of getting business. Next point is hit and miss of print advertising is overcome as we target the direct audience. I think that's a very big one. Another point is that the national multimedia advertising campaign that we're going to be delivering through print and TV, radio, social media is going to be very heavy, and of course it's going to have Paddy Newton involved in that, so it's sure to get lots of traction. And the other thing that I have to point out to you is that all inquiries and bookings, okay, all inquiries and bookings, well, guess what? The information becomes yours for life. So therefore you actually keep the information, you keep the data. It means that you're going to be able to build hopefully a substantial database, and you get then to remarket to them on a regular basis whenever you want. Think about the value of being able to tap into a system whereby you're going to be able to continue to build your database. Okay, so let me just take you through exactly what happens with the whole process. And I think this is, I'll make it very short, it won't be boring, I promise. I'm just going to take you through the process and let you know exactly what happens when someone comes on the site, how they actually surf through the site, what happens when they actually click the inquiry form, and how you, from an operational point of view, would be involved in this process. So let me just take you through that. Number one, the customer logs into the site, searches for a holiday, and of course if they're searching for one that looks like yours, then there's a good chance they're going to go to your tour description. Number two, following their search, they will either click inquire or they'll click book for your tour. Simple as that. Number three, the customer will then fill in a detailed online form with all their information. Number four, when they click and send the inquiry or the booking, a message will pop up telling them, well, thank you for contacting blah blah tours, and one of our consultants will contact you shortly to confirm your details. Simple as that. Number five, an email will then be sent direct to you to then follow up the inquiry and book them in. Number six, if the customer books, well, they will just also fill in the online credit card form. Easy peasy. Number seven, then they'll be asked to make a 20% non-refundable deposit at that time. Number eight, the information is also sent to you by email. So this information is also sent immediately to you by email. Number nine, you will directly process the customer's credit card for the 20% deposit. Number 10, My Hosted Holidays will process the 10% commission against your credit card on file at the time of booking. Number 11, further or final payments for the tour are handled by you direct with the customer. And number 12, all inquiries and tour listings will be processed against your credit card at the end of the month. So it's as simple as that. You can see it's a really, really simple process. It's one that we think that you're going to be finding a big, big impact on your business for being involved with My Hosted Holidays. And now you're probably asking, well, this is fantastic. Now, can you tell me more about that modest lead generation fee and that modest commission on sales? Let me just run through that with you. I think you're going to be blown away when you see just how inexpensive this is and just what an incredible opportunity it is, because you're only going to be paying on success. Wouldn't that be nice? With every other form of marketing where you only paid on success. That's what makes this very, very different. And of course, what makes it different too is that the consumer is actually dealing direct with you. Whereas that doesn't happen on the big booking sites, the likes of Expedia and What If and all those other things. You never get to talk direct to the actual operator. In this instance, you get to talk direct to the consumer, which means that you actually keep them as a customer and you then build your database ongoing. So let me just take you through what the fees are. So on your screen now, you'll see that the tour listing subscriptions is simply $1 per day per tour, okay? We do give you the first 6 months for free, so you can't be any fairer than that. But thereafter, it's $1 per day per tour. So again, crazy, crazy pricing, okay? And then the other fees are basically inquiries, 1% on listed tour cost per inquiry. I don't think you can get much lower than 1% as far as an inquiry or lead is concerned. As far as bookings are concerned, it's just the norm. It's 10% commission on the listed tour cost. That's processed, I should say, at the time of booking, which is the norm for the industry. So therefore, when a booking occurs, then basically the fee for you is just 10% commission on the listed tour cost. Credit card processing fees, of course, the 1.5% apply. That's pretty much the same across the world. So Visa, MasterCard, Amex, the usual 1.5% processing fee. Now, with the subscriptions and fees, of course, we have to highlight to you that the 10% GST applies, and that's just understandable. There's nothing surprising about that, I would imagine. Credit card processing fee is GST inclusive, okay? So obviously the credit card processing fee does have GST in it. So there you go. I don't think you can get much sexier than that. The fees are like crazily modest, and the reason that the company has gone down the path of ensuring that the fees are modest is because at the end of the day, this business is all about volume. We aim to drive volume traffic of seniors to this pretty exciting website, and so therefore what we wanted to do is make sure that we're attracting suppliers by ensuring that it's a really, really fair deal. You can't get much fairer, can you, than 1% in terms of inquiry. I mean, just think of it. I've been in quite a few businesses over my time, and if someone said to me, look, we'll give you warm, pretty qualified leads for just 1% of what the end cost, well, whatever the product or service is that you're selling them, I would say do that every single minute, every single day, every single week of the year, please. Thank you very much, 1%, I'll pay that every day. So we think it's pretty exciting. Hopefully you do too. It's a pretty exciting adventure. Well, adventure and venture. And I think really the cherry on the top of the cake is the fact that aside from just the cleverness of this website, and the fact that it's filling a huge gap out there for seniors holiday tour prospects, is Paddy Newton. I mean, here we are talking about an Australian entertainment icon, and myhostedholidays.com has been fortunate enough to grab Paddy as the ambassador, the spokesperson for the business. That's going to be massive attraction just by itself, let alone all the other marketing wizardry that the company has planned. So hopefully you'll see great value in myhostedholidays.com. We'd like to see you on board, and if there's any questions you have, of course, then you know where to go. All the best.